Imagine turning on the TV and seeing a face you grew up with, a face you were sure belonged to the past. Time moves fast, memories fade, and sometimes we assume legends are gone simply because we don't see them every day. But what if I told you some of the most iconic actors in film history are still alive in 2026, living their lives quietly while fans around the world believe they passed away years ago? Today's video will surprise you, bring back memories, and maybe even shock you. Make sure you watch until the end, because the final names on this list are the ones people are most shocked to learn are still alive. Many people are stunned to learn that Dick Van Dyke is still alive. Known for his incredible charm, physical comedy, and unforgettable performances, he became a household name through classic television and film. Generations remember him dancing across rooftops and delivering laughter with effortless energy. Because his biggest hits are decades old, many assume he is no longer with us. Yet he continues to inspire fans with his positive outlook, occasional public appearances, and love for entertaining. His long life stands as proof that joy, movement, and optimism can carry a person through time. Another name that surprises fans is Clint Eastwood. With his gravelly voice, steely stare, and legendary roles in westerns and crime dramas, he shaped the image of toughness on screen. From gunslinger to police inspector to award-winning director, his career spans generations. Because he has slowed down in recent years and stays out of constant media attention, many assume he has passed on. In reality, he remains one of Hollywood's most respected figures, admired for discipline, storytelling, and a career that refuses to fade. The elegant and timeless Sophia Loren is another legend people are shocked to learn is still alive. Her beauty and grace defined an era of cinema, and her performances brought strength and emotion to every role she played. Decades have passed since her peak fame, leading many younger viewers to believe she belongs only to classic film history. Yet she continues to be celebrated around the world, representing dignity, resilience, and the lasting power of classic cinema. Sci-fi fans are often amazed that William Shatner is still living. Known worldwide for commanding a starship and inspiring generations of space lovers, his voice and presence became symbols of exploration and adventure. Over the years, he expanded into writing, hosting, and public speaking, proving his energy never faded. Because his most famous role dates back many decades, many assume he is no longer alive. Instead, he continues to connect with fans and embrace life with enthusiasm that defies age. Few actors command respect like Anthony Hopkins. His performances have been powerful, intense, and unforgettable. Whether portraying complex villains or deeply human characters, he leaves a lasting impression. His quiet lifestyle and selective appearances have caused some to believe he has stepped away permanently. Yet he continues to act, paint, and share his creativity with the world, proving that passion does not fade with time. When people hear the name Michael Caine, they think of timeless voice, sharp wit, and decades of unforgettable performances. His distinctive accent and calm presence made him one of cinema's most recognizable stars. Because he reduced his acting work and enjoys a quieter life, many fans assume he passed away. In truth, he remains an icon whose influence continues through the countless actors inspired by his work. Another legend many believe is gone is Al Pacino. His intense performances and unforgettable dialogue shaped crime dramas and powerful storytelling for generations. His roles became cultural landmarks, quoted and remembered worldwide. With such a long career behind him, it is easy for people to assume he belongs to the past. Yet he continues to remain active and connected to the industry, reminding fans that true legends never disappear. Equally surprising is Robert De Niro, whose dedication to his craft created some of the most realistic and powerful characters ever seen on screen. His influence stretches across decades of cinema. Because his most famous roles belong to earlier generations, younger audiences often assume he is no longer alive. Instead, he continues to work, produce films, and contribute to storytelling in meaningful ways. Adventure fans are often shocked to discover that Harrison Ford is still with us. Known for portraying brave heroes and daring explorers, he helped define blockbuster cinema. His roles shaped childhood memories for millions. With the passage of time, many assume these heroes belong only to the past. Yet he continues to appear in films and remain connected to the characters that made him a global icon. Another voice and presence that people think they've lost is Morgan Freeman. His calm narration, wisdom, and commanding presence have made him one of the most respected figures in entertainment. His voice alone can make a story feel powerful and meaningful. Because his work spans so many decades, some fans assume he is no longer alive. In reality, he continues to inspire audiences with his talent and wisdom. These actors remind us how quickly time moves and how easily we lose track of the legends who shaped our memories. When stars step away from the spotlight, the world often assumes they are gone. But many are simply living quieter lives, enjoying family, reflecting on their achievements, and occasionally returning to remind us why they became legends in the first place. Their stories also remind us of something deeper. Fame fades, trends change, and new stars rise, but true influence lasts forever. The films they created continue to entertain new generations. Their performances still inspire actors, writers, and filmmakers around the world. Even when they are not in headlines, their presence remains alive through their work. It is natural to associate older films with a distant past, and in doing so, we sometimes assume the people in them are gone. But this list proves that many legends are still here, witnessing the impact of the art they created decades ago. They represent dedication, resilience, and the ability to adapt across changing times. If any of these names surprised you, you are not alone. Millions of people are shocked to discover these icons are still alive. It shows how powerful memory and nostalgia can be, and how easy it is to lose track of time. Seeing them today reminds us not only of their legacy, but also of our own journeys and the years that have passed. Stay with us until the end of the video, because the biggest surprise is not just who is still alive, it is how their influence continues to shape entertainment today. Their stories remind us that legends never truly fade. They live on through their work, their inspiration, and the memories they created for audiences around the world. And who knows, the next time you revisit a classic film, you might look at the screen differently, realizing that the legend you're watching is still alive, still inspiring, and still part of our world today.